Hey everybody, it's Dennis with Aspen Thicket Grouse Dogs. Thanks for tuning in today. I have a couple things I want to talk about in today's little short video. First and foremost, I received a really cool item from Pyke Gear. I was able to get a sneak peek and pick up one of their upland hunting shirts that's new this year. It's a snap-up shirt. It's really cool. I'm sure you'll be really interested in that. They got a lot of cool stuff coming out this year, and I think this shirt's going to be really awesome. I'm looking forward to wearing it in the uplands. And then I wanted to go over a couple of the things that we had going on here at Aspen Thicket Grouse Dogs. Most recently, we've had our Bonassa Bonanza, which is our largest fundraiser of the year. But also prior to that, we had our inaugural women's grouse hunting clinic, and that was a really great clinic. We had 5 women attend the clinic from all over the state of Michigan, and also had some help from Sandy Misrus Williams, who's a dog trainer from downstate. And it was really good time that we had here. I think the ladies that were here really learned a lot about grouse hunting, and we gained ourselves some new grouse hunters throughout that weekend. Now that clinic, basically what we cover on those clinics is we talk a lot about habitat, but it's kind of not necessarily grouse hunting 101. It's probably the tail end of 101 into 201. But we do have a lot of conversation. I present on things about dog training, how to get a grouse dog, how to get started with a grouse dog. We talk a lot about field first aid. We get to do hands-on with a stapler, which is really good exercise, even though you're not doing it on a live animal. It gives you practice so you're prepared if you ever have to do it. We go over some of the grouse hunting equipment. We go over e-scouting, how to scout, talk about many different types of habitat. We have a pretty lengthy habitat presentation. And then we spend a half a day out in the woods doing habitat, looking at it hands-on, what we learned in the presentation, come back in the evening, and then we utilize e-scouting and what we've ground-proofed, and then we have each one of the people in the clinic actually work with a mentor to set up a simulated grouse hunt on the last day of the clinic. And it was really well received. And the good thing about it is, having that women's only clinic like that, I found that the women that attended are more likely to open up and have a really good discussion amongst one another when it's just them there, and they're not very intimidated. It was really cool. And also during the clinic, we talk about shotgunning, and we do go out to the range on the property and shoot at clays with their shotguns. It was really interesting during that part of the seminar, as we basically found that everybody but one person had shotguns that don't fit. And sometimes that's a little bit unfortunate, because now you got to spend more money to get a shotgun that fits or make the shotgun fit for you. But actually, I do have some shotguns here that are smaller statute youth models and whatnot, that we're able to let them use, and it showed them the world of difference when you have a shotgun that actually fits you. So there's just a ton of things that we go over in that 2.5 day clinic. This was the women's clinic, but like I said, the first half day is basically all seminars, presentations, and then the following morning is a pretty lengthy field trip. We break for lunch, and then we come back and we set up the simulated hunt for the following day. And then the simulated hunt the following day is basically a mentored walk with a guide and you and your dog. And it was really great. We also do those type of clinics for co-ed. We have one of those coming up I believe it's August 25th, somewhere thereabouts. Those things fill up fast, so if you're interested in those, get on our website and put your email address in and allow us to send you emails, and you'll be notified when they come out because they literally fill up really, really quick. We also wrapped up our Bonanza. This was our third year of doing the Bonanza this year, and we had over 35 people were registered. We had about 15 to 16 mentors and guides here helping out, including our cooks. So we had well over 50 people that, the first half day is a lot of classroom stuff. We come back, we have a wonderful feast. We had a shrimp boil, and then a little bit of a campfire, talk about what we're going to do the rest of the weekend. The second day, we get together and we actually split them into groups. Half of them go to the classroom, half of them stay here for some dog training. And then we all come back to the kennel just before lunchtime. We did a hands-on demonstration about traps that you may run into the woods, and then how to get your dog out of those traps. We break for lunch, and then after lunch we do the vice versa flip again with partial classroom, partial dog training with the groups that needed to be swapped. And then after that we go out on about a 2 to 3 hour habitat tour where we go and look at all of the things that we have learned over the course of the past 2 days. And same thing, come back, had a wonderful feast Saturday night, and we also had Adam Carpenter came and played music for 2 hours for us. That was really great to have a campfire and live music like that, and I can't thank him enough for donating his time to come play music for us. That was really top notch. And again, Adam's kind of an organic guy, and what we're trying to do here is create an organic grouse collective so that we're reducing barriers to entry and people just don't have to pay ridiculous amounts of money to hire someone to take them in the woods. So that's really, really what we want to do. And then the last day on Sunday, we had the simulated hunt, and thank you to all my guides. I think I actually had 8 or 10 guides, so we could have 20 dogs run in the woods. Great time. Everybody found birds. I'll massage my ego a little bit and say that my group found the most. I think we had 17 grouse and 12 woodcock on 2 runs, which was, actually it was a lot better than most folks, but I live up here and I got the goods on some of the early covers to see where these birds are at. But it was a good time had by all, and the money that we take in from the Bonanza and our other clinics, it all goes to Operation Aspen Thunder, which is our veterans hunt that we do here. As of this year, with the Bonanza 3 and the first clinic, we've raised over $4,000 for the veterans hunt this year, and that money goes to help get these veterans up here. It houses them for the weekend that they're up here in a hotel, provides meals for them, and then it allows us to be able to pay for gas or whatever and things to be able to get them out hunting. Last year, I believe we were supposed to have 12 veterans. We ended up with 10. I think our target this year is 18 because we've picked up a few more guides, and we continue to grow that. And we can't do any of this stuff without our sponsors for the Bonanza and the veterans hunt and all the things we do. So shout out to all our sponsors. I hope I don't miss any of them here, but Pyke Gear, Brent Pyke has been instrumental in helping us out with his donations for the Bonanza and for the veterans hunt. Dave Veldman from his Sport Dog Photo and he actually came and filmed the veterans hunt, and he does a lot of stuff with seminars for us. So we appreciate him. I think he actually goes by Focus Element Creative on that. We had Jeff Walla from Field Armor come up. And if you haven't looked yet, Field Armor's coming up with a new vest this year that I've actually had my hands on here at the Bonanza that I think is going to be top notch. And Jeff actually is now getting into 3D printing, and he had some really cool little dog sculptures that he sold to folks here. And then he turned around and donated all the proceeds from that to the veterans hunt. We have Mike Makes from Second Chance Bird Dogs who comes up, helps guide. He's been instrumental in our getting these Bonanza together and helping with a lot of the dog training, things like that. Excuse me. We have folks from the Michigan Upland Experience, and that's basically Joe Swanky and Stephen Roddick, and I can't thank them enough for, and we'll lump Dave Weaver in there too, because Dave and Joe are the ones that cook everything that we have here, and I'm telling you, these guys are cooking nonstop in the kitchen and doing their own KP and everything else, and it's a tiresome job, and we couldn't do it without them. So thanks to you guys, and thanks to Stephen for presenting. We had Nicole Grewan from Nicole's Naturals Taxidermy. She gives a wonderful presentation on how to prepare your birds for the taxidermist. And right on the spot, she made some earrings here that we could, that she donated to turn around, that we could, you know, as a giveaway for the folks that attended. So that was really, really cool. Going down the line, we have many volunteers. Some of my guides, Mark Schlick from BDM Gun Dogs, of course, is very instrumental in helping set up the veterans hunt. He runs a lot of the stuff behind the scenes, and it was primarily his idea to pick up the ball and run with it after we tragically lost Dave when we were trying to set up the first one a few years ago. Chris Yeager is one of our guides from Great Lakes Shorthairs. He helps out tremendously. We have Barrett comes from Wisconsin. I was just watching the Brewers game and the walk-off, and Milwaukee's in my head, so woohoo, go Brewers. But yeah, Barrett comes up from On Fire Brittany's, and he's one of our guides. He helps out tremendously, so that's, you know, really awesome that he is able to do that. Nukshuk Dog Food, they donate a couple bags of food and a lot of things, give us a lot of PR and whatnot to help us spread the word on what we're doing here. So, of course, we thank them as well. And, I'm probably forgetting some stuff as we go on down the line. Some of the folks that are behind the scenes that don't get a lot of recognition, like my friends Matt Bergeron, Corey Dennis, and Heather Dennis, helping out behind the scenes. Of course, Weaver and Schwanky just sweating themselves in the kitchen doing that. And Joe Pruitt comes to help guide. I can't thank Joe enough. Like he wasn't able to make it because he totally has a newborn baby. She's like, I don't know, 4 weeks old or something like that. But yet he was here on Sunday morning at 6:30 a.m. or whatever, to be able to guide some of those folks. And then when he was done, he had to go back and take care of that baby. And of course, Adam Carpenter for taking the time to come and have a 2-hour concert. And man, if I'm missing anybody, I apologize. I didn't prepare a list for this, but you guys can go to our website or go to the Facebook page, and I've got a shout out for everybody that had a hand in this thing, and I can't thank them enough, because without them, the veterans grouse hunt doesn't happen. So anyhow, enough of me rambling. I mentioned Pyke Gear here, and I was recently able to pick up the new button-up shirt from Pyke Gear, and I'm telling you what, I really like that shirt. It is very lightweight. It's I believe it's called Dot Air fabric, and it has the deep Napoleon pockets. It is a wicking finish like everything else, so it's quick drying like the rest of Pyke Gear. And I also believe, when I was discussing with Brent, that it's treated to be antimicrobial, so if you're hunting for a week or so, you don't have to worry about washing it without getting like totally stinky or whatnot, things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and just give you a brief look at that, and then we'll circle back. Here we have the Pyke Gear shirt. This is a size extra large that I have, and sucker's really nice. I can tell you that right now. Super lightweight. The material on here is got a little bit of stretch to it. We got snaps on here. Like those snaps, won't have to replace buttons. And then inside here you have a little bit of mesh, because you have these zippered pockets that you can put stuff in. I'm assuming in today's culture that's because we need to have our phone, but really nice. Again, this material is that kind of waffle material. You can see it's a stretch fabric. I have a size extra large, and I'm going to put it on in a minute, but it fits really good. It's probably one of the best fitting things that I've gotten from Pyke Gear. So it runs very true to size, a little bit roomy, but as far as the length is good, and the length of the sleeves are really good as well. You have double snaps here, and there's also two of them, so if you're one of those folks that like to lock down your shirt cuff, you can do that as well. The back of the shirt has orange on the shoulders, and the underneath here you can see that there's stretch material, and the arms themselves are billowed a little bit under there. So really lightweight. I can't wait to try it on. I'll go ahead and I put the shirt on. I said this is an extra large. Go ahead and snap it up. So there's plenty of length here, so you could tuck this shirt in to your pants and not have to worry about it coming out on you. I know that's typically sometimes with some of the upland stuff that we do. There's not enough length in a lot of these shirts, particularly when you wash them too. They kind of shrink up a little bit, and then they're pulling out of your pants. So Like it? Nice little short collar on here. I noticed that already. Kind of like that short collar. Got the deep zipper pockets in here, and you have them on both sides of the shirt. I particularly mentioned that I thought the sleeve length was really good. Not incredibly short, not too long that, you know, when you're walking normally, it's not going to be like this. Fits really, really well. And then for gun mount, look, there's a lot of room there. And this is a really, really nice shirt. Feels comfy. Like I said, it's a little bit roomy, which is intended that way so you can put layers on underneath this. This is typically, you know, the way that I'm probably going to hunt with this, I think, is I will use a base layer of long underwear, something very, very lightweight underneath that. And then you can wear this as your overshirt on that. So yeah, I'm particularly impressed with this. So there you have it. That is the Kiowa Upland shirt by Pyke Gear. I would encourage you to give it a try. It is really, really nice. I can't wait to try mine out and wear it in the uplands this year. It's going to be a really, really nice addition to everything else that I have, and that company does wonderful, wonderful things. I love their products. So give them a look at their website on Pyke Gear, and thanks to them for helping us along with all of the events that we do. Well, that's going to wrap it up now for this week's video that we do, and I do appreciate all of you checking in here and you know, following us. If you feel so inclined, please like and subscribe and share the video so we can kind of get more people into this as we move forward on talking about this grouse collective that we're going to go ahead and create, like the network of people that can kind of help each other grouse hunt and get into this sport without dropping a lot of money on this. So thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you in the woods.